What is up, guys? This is King of Cards, and welcome to a new video series that I'm probably going to be playing on and off for a while because it's gonna piss me off. I just know it. Because I am not really a Souls player. I read this before already. In fact, I would argue I'm pretty bad as far as skill-based shit goes, so... Welcome to Black Myth Wukong. However high the mountain, it can be scaled. However deep the water, it can be sailed. A remarkable one has captured these landscapes, organizing them into charts for guidance and marking. If you reach a new territory, why not first visit the local shrine to request one? Ooh. All this music. Did I play this on here? I thought I played it on PlayStation. Maybe I did play it on here. Oh, hello, Maple. Hi, girl. Why does it take it so long? Soul must be taken by the soul bearers. By soul banner, these souls can be summoned back to their former place, allowing them to be resurrected. There we go. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, the sound is all kinds of off. Why is there always an issue with this shit every time? It's so fucking loud!
My master. Safe. The scriptures. Sound. All I ever wanted was a life in my mountain, free from you and your so-called merits. Those high above don't trust me. I understand that. And they send you and those knuckleheads to threaten me. To obey and serve once more. I understand that too. But what I don't understand is You bastards killing my kind!
Final one, smoke.
Stay back! Stupid dog! Mark this. He's not just any monkey. He's a monkey of merit. A monkey was made Buddha once. None other than me can challenge him to a duel. Look, monkey. I don't make a habit of fighting someone I've bested before. Here's my offer. If you lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain. But if I lose, I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless. How tragic would that be, huh? You are one of the court. We don't need to resort to violence. How about you bend the knees, admit the wrongs, and we can put this behind us?
All these years, except for that pig, you're the one who talks the tallest tales. Good, I am entertained. Speaking of entertainment, wouldn't it be fun if I pluck your extra eye out for my snack and allow you to keep the other two? Because I'd hate to let you miss how I'll slaughter each mongrel of the court. Those below, those above, and that black mutt of yours. Come at me, all of you.
They gave you many chances, yet you spurned each one. Such ingratitude.
Okay. What chicken
The victorious fighting Buddha. Have you any idea how many would give their everything for immortality?
Immortality? For that word, all realms and beings have ruined themselves.
your ass. Jump his ass!
Then an execution surely will!
Oh, Jesus. Fucking hurt. Yes, that later.
Foul monkey! Taste my axe!
Leave. Not the mountain.
Rat! You call that a duel? The glare appears dazzling. Fight me in the woods if you have the guts.
Shape-shifting bullshit. Couldn't beat me in a while.
And so ends the last tale of Sun Wukong. A hero who treasured his freedom above all else. Buddhahood he attained, yes, but cumbersome he found the celestial rules, for he yearned to come back and to revel in the simple joys with us. Little did he know, his choice to forgo the life above only fueled their mistrust.
So basically, the gods are dicks.
This stone has stood for countless days on the mountain. Since my youth, they've said that his remains lie within it. Unbegotten, undying, such is the nature of a stone monkey. Though his body was broken, his spirit endures. Into 6 relics he turned, and separately they escaped, choosing to stay hidden. Those are the six senses of the great sage. Yet no one has ever seen them. Not in centuries. I'm old now. Venture through all the lands I cannot. Yet among you, there might be one who is destined. One that shall recover all his scattered relics. And upon the return of the relics to Mount Tuaguo, he may yet rise again.
Black Myth Wukong. Honestly, I think this game is beautiful. Incredibly difficult. He likes to whoop my ass like it's his fucking job. It likes to whoop my ass like it's. I'm done with the sentence. I don't know how to finish it. I give up. Okay. Awfully slow to load. I don't remember it being this slow. My neighbors are pretty loud, won't you think? They've been playing music so loud.
On the gold bed, the toll life of human awful gold. Oh, nowhere better than a home. Reach death and ever grow. Huh? Yeah, you see what bliss my fate shows.
Luck's around the corner. Seems like he just fell from a fruit tree here.
Perfect timing. This peach knew I needed a snack. You sneaky rascal! Dare to fool me? I'll make sure you regret it!
No matter how many times you come around, you're still as mischievous as ever, eh?
Okay. Yeah, it's at the end of spin. I like the natural stone steps. I think that's really cool. Real life too. Yes, yes. Hello.
Our king has...
Shut your mouth.
What you waiting for? Pluck your hair and make an offer. Hey, wait! I, the keeper of Black Wind Mountain, have long been waiting for your arrival.
Who the hell are you?
Ah, his spitting image, I'd say. Up ahead is Guan Yin Temple. Once it was bustling with worshippers, before it was ruined by that fire. Then the temple was rebuilt. What good is it to rebuild a temple if the goodwill of men has been burned to ashes? You've forgotten this place, but they haven't forgotten you. That's a tough one. Good luck to you.
Trailblazer's gifts. This one hits harder. Successful hit. 34 point attack. Moderately increased movement speed. Use stamina cost of all actions. Jumping. The will gained from defeating the enemy. Not that guy. Jump flight attacks gain a brief moment of invisibility. Invincibility, sorry. Slightly increases movement speed.
We have company. Monkey is back.
Talisman shall immediately free the soul from the body, get it back to the last keeper's shrine, visited for resurrection. Sir Yago Eyes. A wolf scout. Immaculate skills, the wolf's lone aim, no price too high, his heart aflame, yet wayward efforts brought no gain, a futile vision, all in vain. Among the wolf guys, there was a young one, ambitious and always seeking rapid progress on the path of Tao. However, his time spent practicing was short, his skills remained shallow. He couldn't yet grasp the deeper techniques of his clan, leaving him impatient. One day, during his routine patrol, he carried a cask of fine wine. As he passed the mountain gate, he encountered the gatekeeper, Bulgard, who had a weakness for liquor. Eager to learn, the young wolf shared the wine with Bulgard and seized the opportunity to inquire about secret techniques. Partaking in the wine, feeling compelled, Bulgard taught him a few tricks. Rejoicing, the young wolf hurried home to practice. 2 months passed, and having found little benefit in those teachings, he contemplated giving up. Recalling his previous success in bartering wine for knowledge, he retrieved a small gold statue and approached the snake patroller. Persuaded by gold, the greedy creature shared some techniques with him. Back at home, the young wolf practiced as instructed. Another month passed, yet his gains remained minimal. Undeterred, he repeated his tactics with other guys, exchanging valuables for teachings. Over time, he visited everyone on the mountain, amassing a repertoire of techniques. Yet, despite practicing one today and another the next, he made no progress. Eventually, a compassionate elder wolf offered guidance, yet the young wolf conversely started lecturing the kind old wolf with his strange mastery, leaving him speechless. From that point on, no one in the clan was willing to teach him. Meager of wit, wrapped in white attire, in sludge they crawl, yet yearn for higher. Bent to power, king's favor they seek, or even lowly fowls may peek. A white-robed wolf guard patrolling the hills seized a sword from a traveler. Jewel-studded its scabbard, its blade sharp and bright. Coveting it, he strapped the sword to his side, reveling in its splendor. Yet when it was time to give tribute, he hid it away. The other guys chided, "Without offering such treasures to the king, how will you earn his favor, or do you fancy patrolling forever?" The wolf guy scoffed, "Such treasures that we cherish, the king barely notices. You offer scrap metal and dream of favor? You are fools." They dismissed his words, seeing them as mere excuses to shirk his duty, while they toiled on. The wolf guy indulged in peaches and drank wherever he could lay hands on them, keeping the very best for himself. The others knew his punishment would come and waited. One day, the Black Wind King held a lecture on Buddhism in the mountains, speaking of enlightenment and revival. His guardians spread paper talismans, and all were commanded to consume them before the chanting and prayers. Hours later, the king inquired about their enlightenment. A pause fell. Then the white-robed wolf guy stood, and there emerged others one by one. The next day, a decree was issued to the guardians. The wolf guy was promoted to a minor captain. All the other guys, puzzled, whispered among themselves. How had the wolf guy not only escaped punishment, but found himself rewarded? Wolf soldier. Sun-swept hills they guard and tread, from glint of steel their daily bread. Far flung from their native land, at nights for home their souls shall stand. Ever since the black bear Guai returned from Guanyin and crowned himself king, he boasted of the arts he had learned. Tales of his newfound method of practice and power of revival allured many a Guai to Black Wind Mountain. Seeking the king's favor, these minions toiled with abandon. Among them, a wolf Guai worked with tireless zeal. He rose before dawn, patrolled the mountains, and continued well into the night. All of the treasures he found were first laid at the king's feet. His life was one of labor, and yet without a moment to make friends. Despite his dedication, his presence barely stirred a whisper among the others, and his name was seldom uttered. His brother, seeing such unacknowledged dedication, spent his savings for a seat in the king's lecture. The wolf guy sat there, heavy with regret for the silver he had squandered, both on the journey here and the seat at the lecture, that could have been used to buy himself a shield or blade. Had I a new blade, he mused, glory could have been mine. As he pondered this, golden-clad guardians scattered paper talismans before him. Commanded to consume them, they then chanted in meditation for hours until the king saw signs of enlightenment. The white-robed wolf guy stood first, claiming a fervor within and clarity of mind. The diligent wolf guy thought to himself, sweating fervently in a crowd is no marvel. Achieving clarity after chanting is no miracle. Just as he was lost in thought, the Cyan bull guy rose next, followed by others. The diligent wolf guy stayed seated, unsure, until the king gestured for them all to sit down. Later, treasures were doled out. The bull guy received a golden pill, the white-robed wolf guy a title, but the diligent one kept his old shield and dull blade, patrolling the mountain still. Only from then on, he did it all under the white-robed one's whims, ever obedient. Wolf Stalwart. Neither sky cares nor earth will hold. By liquor's laugh, bold spirits unfold. In drunken dreams, a cosmos wide, wake with worries cast aside. Rare was the revelry for the minor guys who patrolled the mountain paths, their delights not granted but taken in human guise, thieving sustenance from unsuspecting townsfolk. The charade proved fleeting, for the villagers grew wise to their deceit, and the guys, oft caught mid-bite, were met with the town's rugged justice, deterring their mischief. Among them was a wolf guy with a penchant for drink, who, on a day of indolence, lay beneath an ancient tree. Suddenly, an elder wolf, cloaked in feathers of a crane, appeared to him, asking, "Why forsake your patrol for idleness?" The wolf guy sighed, "I long for drink, but the townsfolk see through me. I'm left to quench my thirst only in my dreams." The elder chuckled as he whispered a secret. "Seek the shrine, conceal yourself behind the curtains, and the sacred spirit's liquor shall be yours to drink." Then, with a shift of form, he vanished. Wavering in doubt, the wolf guide transformed and hurried to the town shrine. There, veiled behind curtains, a sacred effigy stood, its origins unknown, the altar laden with delectable offerings and fine spirits. As advised, he nestled himself between the curtains, indulging in the liquor until his belches betrayed him to the gathering crowd in the shrine. Trapped between the curtains, the wolf guy listened as a voice rang out, "The wine jar I offered is empty. Our tributes are received." A chorus of prayers erupted, beseeching favor from the immortals. From that day forth, folks from miles around flocked to the shrine, affording the demon endless drink. But as days passed, the once delightful treat turned bitter, and those prayers, be them piteous, I wonder if that's supposed to be pietous, or greedy, weighed heavily upon him with helplessness. One day, unable to endure the bitterness any longer, the wolf guy burst from behind the curtains, hoisting the jar and smashing it on the altar amidst the screams of onlookers. With a deafening crash, he suddenly awoke beneath the tree. No shrine, no incense, no crowd around. With a tired sigh, he took up his axe and set off to patrol the mountains once more. It was all a dream. Material. Treasure. Burden hills rise and layer, rays dance through pines, a shadow prayer. Landscapes painted in hues, the world aimed with grace, delicate and vivid, one wonders which master's hand crafted such marvel. Curious that is. I guess that's for blocking.
Have my head.
That didn't work. I'm still trying shit, okay? Damn, got me.
Your face looks familiar.
I'm gonna keep whooping your ass too. What does that sound? Master Splinter, is that you? Master Splinter, no! Teach me your ways, please! What the fuck? You just... fucking frog. croaky. In pools they dwell, forms unrefined, ugly and odd, voices entwined, bellies swell with a raucous tune, in death they burst in angry boom. Two frogwives practiced in the marshes. The smaller frog was often bullied, yet the bigger one always stood up for him, and soon they forged a strong friendship. One day, amid a contest held by Ba Li Ga Long to appoint a sergeant among all the frogs, turmoil stirred and rippled through the ranks. Finally, the choice was narrowed down to the two, the brawny big frog and the quick-witted small frog. Though the other frogs were discontented, they dared not voice their dissent. The two then were assigned to guard the dwelling of Ba Li Ga Long. Ba Li Gu Long? I think it's Ba Li Ga Long. On their duty, a valuable amber glass was found broken. Unable to identify the culprit, all the frogs began clamoring for punishment against the two instead. The big frog attempted to reason with them, but got antagonized by their words and soon escalated the argument into a brawl. Frogs interpreted this as his reaction out of embarrassment, hence evidence of his guilt. Small Frog, meanwhile, remained silent beside them. Seeing this, the big frog chided him for not speaking up in his defense and even began to suspect his smaller companion. Hesitated for a while, the small frog then admitted to breaking the glass. However, the other frogs dismissed his confession, arguing that one of them had committed premeditated vandalization while the other had neglected his duty, and both deserved punishment by death. The small frog grew anxious and could not help but engage in the argument. As their voice grew louder and louder, their bellies inflated larger and larger until some of them finally burst, splattering blood and flesh all over the place, leaving none unsoiled. Taste is as bitter as gut, and it supplements a deficiency in guts. This can be used to make medicine. An auspicious fungus that features a luxurious purple hue. This can be used to make medicines. Where the fuck do you see purple? Fucker poisoned me. Asshole. Trying to get it off. Howdy there. Oh, you're gonna be an asshole too. Ow! Just really lock on to you. Fuck! Yeah, that tracks. Poison, one of the four banes. Exposure to poison builds up the poison gauge. When maxed out, it leads to a poison state, resulting in continuous health loss. Certain medicines detoxifies, saves your. Using certain medicines detoxifies and saves your life. This bitch. I tried to break it. I tried.
Be smarter, or my...
I want my run back. Hey! Crow Diviner. He knows the world's fate through divination, cannot secure his own salvation. In what he thought was a place of peace, fate's tangled threads never cease. It is said that the crows gathering in temples, having listened to sutras and teachings every day, developed a spiritual nature and could predict fortune and misfortune. Thus, some fortune tellers who called themselves crow diviners like to set up stalls in front of temples, using crows to pick fortune sticks for divination. They always lit sandalwood incense, which symbolizes the temple, at their stalls, and claimed that their crows were the spiritually enlightened ones from the temple. One such crow diviner had a crow he had raised from a chick, which could communicate with him using specially made fortune sticks. Every day, he spent the crow to various parts of the city to observe people's lives. When clients came to seek fortunes, he would use the fortune sticks to inquire about information from the crows. He mixed this information with his own understanding of human affairs, weaving prophecies that were half true, which often managed to deceive. One day, an official came seeking a fortune, offering a large sum of money. The crow diviner told him that his official career would be prosperous, and that he would reach a high position. Unexpectedly, the official not only failed to get promoted that year, but was demoted instead. Enraged, the official brought his household servants to demand an explanation. Crow Diviner used the information gathered by the crows to explain that the official had not spent enough money on temple renovation, which magically convinced him. The official, deeply believing in his abilities, even introduced the Crow Diviner to his colleagues. Crow Diviner amassed a considerable fortune through this, but he knew too many secrets of the officials and feared for his life. He decided to change his career. One day, he attempted to drive all the crows away, but they refused to leave. The Crow Diviner tried various means to get rid of them. The crows, unable to endure his mistreats any longer, attacked and pecked him to death. Afterward, the crows transformed into human forms, donned the attire of fortune tellers, and continued to sell fortunes around the temple, deceiving people as the Crow Diviner had done. My cousin is playing Cult of the Lamb. I gotta really whip my ass. There's no fucking you creepy old man.
It's been a while, but the immobilized spell still works like a charm. Since you hail from Mount Huaguo, it won't hurt to teach you a handy trick. Now, here we go. Give me your hand.
Immobilize.
There you go. Should you come across any miscreants, just point your finger at them and release this spell. You'll be able to hold them in place while giving yourself a breather. Sadly, mine is but a humble trick. Its power will wear off within a few short moments. Though it's good enough against boneheads like this one. Anyway, just consider it an ace up your sleeve. No! The young boys these days know no manners! Fear not, teach them a lesson with your new spell!
Okay. Oh, cool. Extends the duration of next mobilization inflicted on level. Moderately increases damage to attacks. Now go ahead, chiefs. Majestic of height, he looms with might, in heavy armor ready to fight. His eyes a fearsome vacant lot, a sage or fool we know not. Being the gatekeeper of the mountain was a thankless task indeed. For more than a century, Bulgard stood watch, never once climbing the ranks. Yet he voiced no grievances, for his devotion to the king was his sole concern, and the king's pills his only desire. He treasured those pills within a lacquered box of pear wood, lined with silk. Each time he partook of them, he performed a ritual, a process of cleansing, rinsing, and offering incense to the universe, thanking it for its gifts. Many a lesser Gwai had tasted the king's rewards, but none with such reverence as Bulgard. One day, a curious Gwai inquired, "How do you maintain such vigor despite the toils of this job?" With earnest simplicity, the Bulgard replied, "It is the king's pill that fuels me. Take more, and you shall be as I am." The Gwai confessed, "We have partaken in our share, yet felt nothing. Perhaps the king's gift to you are finer?" The Bulgard was aghast. "From the same hand we are served. How could there be a mine in yours?" The Gwai, still skeptical, insisted on an exchange of pills. Soon after, the Gwai felt no change, while Bulgard remained as robust as ever. Some say a fool's luck. Perhaps it isn't the lack of wit that's compensated, but the power drawn from blind devotion. Just look. Here, puppy. Alright, you little shit. This one's gonna whoop my ass. Oh, yeah. That was close. What was was not an intentional last minute thing. Ah, fuck. Okay. It's not hurting me. Yet. I really need to find another shrine. Please be another shrine. Let's have another shrine. This really is a beautiful game. Wind Mountain, the Arbor Forest of Wolves. Mobilizing is my favorite spell. Break a lot more than I remembered. I think there's one nearby. Yes! It's useful to have those. Ignite sparks. I'm not doing that.
Wait! You don't think you can just parade in, do you? It's not that simple.
I was wondering why my mouse was missing.
Let me transform you into a golden cicada so you may follow the fires ahead and scout this mountain unnoticed. Fly!
What the fuck is this? Why am I
It might be humble, but my shrine is very versatile. You'll get it soon. In the depths of Black Wind Mountain, there are secrets galore. The cicada form may help you explore.
A few jars of wine.
This form does
Wonder
not
if
last
there's anything
forever.
left inside.
Should you find yourself lost, just follow my voice. Now, off you go.
That rusted monk is roaming again. Rest won't come easy tonight.
Oh god, it's you. Bronze-headed baby. Oh shit. You spotted me? Shit out of me last time. Ow. Uses the fucking force. Damn, still caught me at the last one. Fuck. I was hoping to beat him. I can't believe that shit worked. Load the iron bolt. Cancel leads. Increases critical hit chance. To achieve greatness, one's efforts must have passed the feet of a mosquito drawing blood from an iron bowl. To cultivate a stronger spirit, this is what you need. Back here. What do I do when I'm going? Wolf Archer. The Black Wind King hosted a banquet at the temple to celebrate his birthday, and all the Yaoguais attended. Almost forgot. A master archer, none can compare. Timid when danger fills the air. Never brave when faced with fear. Escape his choice, he stays clear. All the Yaoguais attended. During the feast, the king hung a lucky ornament on a tree branch, declaring that anyone who could shoot it would receive a rare fortifying golden pill as the reward. The Yaguais were eager to try, but the fierce wind hampered all their attempts. Among the guests was an old wolf known for his remarkable archery skills. He was cautious, unassuming, and kept to himself in a corner, nursing his drink. A few eager Yaguais asked him to try, and though he declined, they persisted with their teasing until he reluctantly agreed. Slowly, the wizened old wolf stood up and moved to the position. Some youngsters laughed at him, deeming him incapable. Unperturbed, he calmly strung his bow, let loose an arrow, and struck the target dead center, causing a commotion among the crowd. The old wolf received the reward, and admiration followed suit as others toasted him. Among them was a youngster who commented on the bull's intoxication. "How generous our king is," he remarked. "Far better than that Shuzi, Ling Shuzi, who was good at making pills but never shared them with his underlings. What a tightwad." The youngster's words cast a shadow across the old wolf's face, and he silently took his leave. He had roamed the mountain with Ling Shuzi long before our king's reign, yet you judged his deceased former master in front of him. Loyal as he is, you are in trouble now, warned an elder Guai. However, the young Guai shrugged off his warning. The next day, the old wolf returned the golden pill to the king, citing its value too high to possess by an archer. Hearing the news, the other Yaguais urged the young one to apologize and seek forgiveness, but he remained defiant. Within a few days, while venturing outside, the youngster was killed by several arrows, each piercing his heart. Many said that even the golden pill couldn't save the youngster from his fate. Wolf Sentinel. Oh, that's the thing. I thought it was like an orc or something. With his axe as both weapon and cane, his brows bushy, his hair white as snow, who claims the twilight years are in vain, for learning late can still make one grow. Long ago, the wolf sentinels were the personal guards of old Ling Shuzi. They were masters of the long-hafted axe, and their name was spoken in awe among the Yaguais. When the Black Wind King returned from Guanyin and rebuilt the garrison in the mountain, he took in many wolf guais who had wandered here from Shitao Ridge. Shituo? Shituo Ridge. This angered the wolf guais native to Blackwind Mountain. To appease them, the Black Bear Guai pledged to revive old Ling Shuzi. The wolf guais then had no choice but to endure in silence. Yet mere days after the awakening, the old wolf vanished, and no one had seen him since. Upon learning of this, the Black Bear did not look into the matter, but allowed a senior gray wolf guai from the kingdom of Shituo to take old Ling Shuzi's seat and even his name. This roused the local wolf guais to fury and launched protest after protest. To their surprise, the wolf sentinels, at the Black Bear Guai's behest, seized the lesser guais who led the unrest. The new Ling Shuzi flew into a rage at these guais, threatening to devour them whole. They were spared this fate only by the timely arrival of Guangxi, the Fireblade Wolf. Thereafter, under the new Ling Shuzi's command, the wolf sentinels led every patrol of lesser guais on the mountain. Never did anyone dare rise against Ling Shuzi again.
Keep quiet. You don't want to set off that beast. In the backyard is Blackwind Guai's ally, calls itself Ling Shutsa. Considering your strength, I suggest you get away while you can, little monkey.
Pilgrim's Headband, huh? And I can travel. Neat. Sprint. And I think that's going to be all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I know I have. And this is going to be a rough playthrough. Bye.